announce yourself.
I am Adrian Grenier of the Honey Brothers.
I'm Andrew Vladek of the Honey Brothers.
So basically, we know. Nice to meet you. So we know about Adrian's green qualities from his show on Planet Green from Alter Ego, but what about Honey Brothers as a whole? What are some really important issues to the band, to y'all? Do you pick festivals based on that?
Well, we are just starting this festival circuit this year, which is very exciting, and this is our inaugural festival. So I'm hoping that Wanderlust, hopefully it'll set a precedent for more festivals to be greener. And we're certainly happy to play in front of an audience. We have no plans to boycott any festivals thus far. So that's the story as far as festivals.
We need allies in our plight.
Absolutely.
We don't want to alienate anybody.
So you've noticed, walking around Wanderlust so far, have you noticed it to be particularly green front, backstage and where the public is? I mean, what have you noticed in terms of green things with the festival that you've been really impressed with?
Well, there are Martians. When you get up top at night, the UFOs come in with green people.
Not that kind of green. But no, there are Martians. So.
Great.
And they're green Martians. They're very eco-friendly. Their carbon footprint is really bad.
Really bad. They came a long way.
Yeah, millions of light years. Actually, they have such technology, such sophisticated technology that their carbon footprint is actually a lot less. They travel farther.
Yeah, speed of light.
It's more efficient.
Yeah.
Right, they're here to demonstrate to us what is possible with clean burning fuel efficiency.
They're using some sort of magnetic propulsion device.
Yeah.
So in your own lives and in the band's sort of lives, what is one thing that you think is the most important that individual citizens, individual people can do to make a huge impact? What's the most important thing to you in terms of green?
I really believe that green isn't anything you can do necessarily. It's not a list of things that you should do. It's more of a life view and a way of life. So to me, I think it's about really connecting and sharing with loved ones. Because when you do that, you start to recognize what's important in your life, and it becomes clear that you need to protect what you love. So the first sentiment, I think, is to share time, not in front of your cell phone, not in front of a flip phone, but in person with your friends. And that's one thing that I really love about the Honey Brothers, because we go unplugged all the time because we have a ukulele, banjo, and those can go anywhere without any electricity. And it's a great way to share time and bring it back to like the old days when people used to sit around the living room and play music instead of watching TV or escape into your bedroom in front of your computer.
Yeah. What about you?
I do think that there is a general sense, which is a general appreciation, which is the most important thing to try and cultivate. People, it's so hard to see the forest for the trees when we're so busy and trying to do things that are the most convenient. That's why everything is supersized and super convenient, and everything comes like in pre-boiled packs of rice or whatever have you. So to try and what was the question? I've got a lot of sun today. I think, in a general sense, it's to start to recognize the impact we have by taking all these shortcuts.
Yeah.
And the biggest shortcut, I will be specific, I think, is water bottles.
Yeah. That's a big.
How do you feel about that? You're not using.
I haven't. I think I've reduced my water bottle consumption to about. I think I've used 2 or 3 in the past several months.
Yeah, because
I'm
ones.
very proud of that, I have to say.
Yeah, because the ones that exist now, there's never been one to compost ever in the history of time, basically. So.
I think in terms of what one should do, I think it's very simple. Participate. Simply just participate. And if you participate, you will do the right thing. But if you sit on your lazy ass and you let everyone else do it, then you're not participating.
Yeah. And then so people that really aren't convinced of global climate change and aren't convinced of, the purpose of being green in your daily life and in a greener lifestyle, what would you say would be an easy way to bring them around? What sort of way can you make it economically efficient? Can you make it something that the rest of the country would call important as well?
I say forget about global warming. Forget about the world, the earth as a whole. I mean, I'm an optimist. Well, it'll all work out.
Yeah.
But think about this. When you put out green impulses into the world, your immediate life improves. Your quality of life gets better. When you clean up the air in your house because it's not polluted with all the VOCs and all the toxic paints, your own personal quality of life improves.
Yeah.
So forget about the earth. Think selfishly and be green.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I think it's been really valuable for the Honey Brothers as a band to have one member who's particularly green, because I think having community of friends where one person can lead by example is very helpful, and I think Adrian has kind of taken the lead in regards to that as the band. For example, when we rehearse, it's important that someone says, "Hey, you don't need all these plastic. You don't need the takeout place to give you all this plastic. We have forks and knives here."
Yeah.
Things like that we just don't think twice, because where we live we get takeout all the time, and it's someone to take a stand that requires minimal effort and shows you how you can make it a working part of your life. And if you're going to be friends, it's gonna happen because someone's gonna take the initiative.
Great. So have y'all done any yoga while you've been here?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I took John Friend's class.
Oh, you took John Friend's
Yeah.
class? Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, up there?
Yes.
Up on the mountaintop.
Up on the mountaintop. It was fascinating. Everyone was like an Olympic quality yogi,
Yeah.
and so I was more watching and in awe and
It's neat to watch,
actively
though.
participating. It was.
And then what about music? See any good music?
Well, last night, Sharon Jones was amazing.
Very cool.
She's the real deal.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, y'all, for talking to me.
Thanks for having us talk to you.